Hi guys, Jace here. Just a short video about what has been a game changer for me in the tubeless tire space. Now this is probably the best upgrade you will do. Stay tuned to find out what it is. I have been riding bikes for a number of years, and probably like yourself, you've been putting up with Presta Tubeless valves that have been less than adequate or fantastic. Amongst the problems I have seen is the valve core bent like this, and it's a bit of a nightmare then to blow up. It's not good during races. Also during races, the old valve cores come off when you've tried to blow it up, and that isn't ideal either. And probably the biggest problem I have seen is when you're using tubeless valves, the sealant clogs up the valve. Now this is a PT tubeless valve, which is supposed to be pretty good, but I had no end of problems with it for some reason. They also don't seem to hold the air very well and also leak, and it's a bit of hard work to try to blow them up and try to get your tire seated. For me, things have changed. Now I've got the Fillmore tubeless valve. Here you see a 50mm version. There is a 70 and also a 90mm version. Now why are these so good, you say? Well, a few things. First of all, there's no valve core. You may actually say that is not a good thing, because how am I going to fill it up with sealant? So you just fill it directly through the valve. The end here, you don't need to loosen to fill it or let any air out. When you're out on the trail or you just want to let a little bit of air out, all you need to do is undo the cap a little bit on the valve and press to let a bit of air out so you can micro adjust the air, tighten it back up, and off you go. And with this clog busting poppet here, it doesn't clog up with sealant. If there is some sealant around it, you can just always put a little hex driver in there and take out the whole core and clean it. To set them up, they're just as easy, if not easier, to set up with any tubeless valve. I originally thought because they didn't have a core, I would have to fill them up old style, but I soon realized I could just fill up the sealant after I'd seated the bead and let it down, fill it up with sealant, and then just as normal, pump it up. Now you probably don't need an air chamber anymore for this. You can just pump it up with a normal track pump. Now the only downside to these valves are that they are quite expensive. So these are 85 New Zealand dollars, or let's say 50 US dollars, 40 British pounds and euros. They are more expensive the longer they are as well, so that is probably the only downside to them. The upside is that the reserve tubeless valves have got a lifetime guarantee, so if they break for some reason, you should be able to get a full replacement. Now I do love them so much that I'm going to get some more of these. I'm going to get some for the road bike, because they do come in 50, 70 and 90mm, and yeah, they've got a lifetime guarantee, so I'll only need a few of them. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like the content, and I will see you again soon.